I didn't mean to avoid the princess. It wasn't intentional, at least not at first. I had only been on the royal research vessel Linares for 3 months, assigned as the lone human ambassador engineer among a crew of alien scientists. It should have been simple. Run diagnostics, translate human tech to be compatible with theirs, and absolutely stay out of royal politics. But Princess Aravel was politics wrapped in beauty, brilliance, and danger. She was nothing like humans. Her species, the starborn Lasari, radiated an aura, literally. Their skin shimmered like stardust caught in motion, their hair flowed as if underwater, and their eyes glowed with shifting constellations. Aravel, being royalty, glowed brighter than all of them. She was magnetic, intimidating, overwhelming. So I avoided her. When she entered a room, I found an excuse to leave. When she asked questions, I gave short, practical answers. When she smiled at me, God's help me, I stared at the nearest wall, pretending I didn't see. But one day, fate stopped giving me escape routes. It was during the Linares' landing sequence on an uncharted moon. Something destabilized the gravitational dampeners, and systems started failing. I sprinted to the engine core, only to find Princess Aravel already there, hands plunged into a floating holographic interface, fire in her eyes. "Human Daniel," she said without turning. "I require assistance." Which meant I couldn't run this time. I swallowed. "Yes, of course, Your Highness." I tried to focus on the controls, but she was standing so close her light practically brushed my skin. The Lasari aura was warm, not burning, but comfortable, like a sunlit breeze. It broke my concentration every time. She noticed. Her hand paused midair. "You are trembling." "I'm not." I lied, definitely trembling. A soft exhale, her version of amusement. "You always do this." "Do what?" "Avoid me." My throat locked. Her eyes lifted to mine, constellations shifting within them like galaxies moving. "Why?" she whispered. I froze. But the ship groaned violently, the gravitational dampeners roaring back to life, and she didn't get her answer. Not then. Not yet. But she would. And the truth would change everything. The middle, the princess who wouldn't let go. After we stabilized the ship, the crew held a meeting to assess damage. I was ready to slip back into background duty, but Aravel stopped me with a simple command. "Daniel, stay." The room emptied until it was just the two of us, and the moonlight from the planet below illuminated the observation deck. She stood with her hands clasped behind her, regal yet gentle. "You are the only person aboard who avoids me," she said softly. "Not out of fear. Not out of disrespect. Something else." I swallowed. "Princess, it's nothing." She stepped closer. "It is something. It's really not." She stepped even closer. Now her aura brushed my chest, warm and shimmering like a heartbeat made of light. "Then why," she whispered, "do you look at everyone except me?" My breath caught. There was no escape. No malfunction to distract her. No excuse to hide behind. But I stayed silent. Her expression shifted, a flicker of hurt crossing her features. Rare, vulnerable, painful to see. "Did I offend you?" she asked. "What?" "No." "Did I frighten you?" "No." "Do you dislike Lasari?" "No." "Aravel, stop." Her eyes widened. I had used her name, not her title. Her name. Her cheeks glowed with faint silver light. She took another half step, and I backed up instinctively until my spine hit the wall behind me. Her voice dropped to a whisper. I ask again. "Daniel, why do you avoid me?" This time she didn't let me dodge. Her hands, cool and soft, pressed lightly to my chest, holding me in place. Why does the human who speaks freely to generals and navigators and diplomats fall silent around me? I looked at her. Really looked. She was breathtaking. Dangerously so. I avoid you, I finally said, voice trembling, because I don't know how not to. She blinked. Explain. I exhaled shakily. Because if I look at you too long, I forget what I'm doing. If I talk to you too long, I forget to talk at all. I avoid you because being around you feels like standing too close to a star. Aravel froze. Then her glow shifted, softening, warming, intensifying. You think of me as a star? That's the problem, I said. You are one. Her breath hitched. But before she could speak, the ship alarm screamed. Unknown vessel approaching, the AI warned. We ran to the command deck. The encounter, one ship against a princess. An unknown vessel descended toward the moon's surface, black, silent, predatory. It bore no insignia, no signal, no lights. Pirates, the kind who targeted traveling royalty. Aravel's jaw tightened. They came for me. How do you know? Because Lasari blood holds value on the black market. I felt ice lodge in my gut. Get to safety, I said. You will do no such thing, she snapped. You are not a shield. Maybe not, I shot back. But I'm not letting anyone take you. Her glow brightened, pulse quickening. Daniel. But there was no more time. The pirate vessel fired an EMP net that tangled the Linares, dragging it toward the ground. The ship crashed in a plume of dust and metallic shrieks. The crew scattered. Aravel and I were thrown from the central corridor into a ravine outside. My legs screamed with pain, but I forced myself up. Aravel, are you? She stood already, unharmed. Lasari bodies were impossibly resilient, but furious. The pirates approached in armored suits, weapons blazing. I grabbed the closest thing, a fallen support beam. Daniel, stop. Aravel shouted. You'll be killed. Maybe, I said, lifting the heavy beam onto my shoulder. But not before I slow them down. The pirates fired. I swung the beam like a battering ram, slamming into the nearest one. His armor dented. He fell. Another aimed a plasma cutter. I threw myself sideways, rolled, and slammed the beam into his legs. 3 more surrounded me. I couldn't win. Not alone. Not without. A burst of shimmering light exploded beside me. Aravel. Her aura flared into a blazing starstorm. She raised her hand, and the ground beneath the pirates trembled. Light rippled through the air, warping gravity around her. Lasari royal ability, gravity shaping. The pirates collapsed under crushing force. She stepped forward, eyes burning like twin galaxies. Do not touch him. Her voice vibrated through the ravine. In seconds, the pirates were unconscious, weapons shattered. Aravel collapsed to one knee afterward, gasping from the energy she spent. I dropped the beam and rushed to her. Aravel, are you? She grabbed my collar and pulled me closer, her forehead touching mine, her breath warm. Do not risk yourself like that again, she whispered. I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice, she said, trembling. And you chose to stand between me and danger. So did you. That is different. How? Her voice cracked. Because I am born to protect my people. But you are not bound to me. You should not care so much. You should not run toward fire for me. I lifted her chin. I don't run toward fire for you, I whispered. She went still. I run toward you. Her breath caught. Her glow softened, flickering like starlight in morning fog. Daniel, her voice was barely audible. Is that the truth? All of it. Silence settled between us. Then she leaned in very slowly, and rested her head on my shoulder. Then I was right, she whispered. You avoid me because you feel what I feel. My heart pounded. And what's that? Her fingers curled into my shirt. You overwhelm me too. The ending, her question, my answer, our truth. It took hours for the crew to stabilize the ship, tow the pirates away, and treat the wounded. Aravel stayed by my side the entire time, refusing to return to the ship's med bay until I was cleared. As the sun set over the moon's horizon, she guided me to the quiet observation platform, the same one where she had first confronted me. The starlight reflected off her skin, casting silver patterns across the deck. She stood before me, hands clasped nervously. A rare sight. Lasari royalty didn't get nervous. Daniel, she said softly, you never finished your explanation earlier. I blinked. Earlier? When I asked why you avoided me. My pulse quickened. I told you, I said. You overwhelm me. That was part of the answer, she said. But not all of it. She stepped closer. And I want the whole truth. The whole truth. I inhaled slowly, gathering the courage I had been hiding for months. Aravel, I avoided you because I thought wanting you was a mistake. Her breath caught. Wanting me? You're a princess. I'm a human engineer. Your people treat me like a curiosity. You shine like a star. I break bones every time I trip over a toolkit. Her laugh was soft, fragile, beautiful. I continued. I avoided you because I thought it was impossible. Because I was scared that if I let myself get close, I'd want something I could never have. Her eyes widened, shimmering with emotion. And then, I whispered, I realized something even scarier. She swallowed. What? I stepped closer until our auras touched. I realized I already wanted you anyway. Her hand flew to her mouth, a gasp escaping her. The glow around her flared, not bright, not overwhelming, but warm, gentle, radiant in a way I had never seen. She took one shaky step toward me, and another, until she was standing inches away. Daniel, she whispered, voice trembling. Do you know what it means in Lasari culture when someone says such words to a princess?
No.
It means, she breathed, you offer your heart freely without fear of rank or consequence. Well, I said softly, I guess that's what I'm doing. Her hands reached for mine, fingers glowing faintly as they intertwined with my own. You avoided me, she whispered, because you were afraid to want me. And you chased me because you wanted answers. She shook her head, smiling through glistening eyes.
No.
I chased you because I wanted you. My chest tightened. She lifted her forehead to mine again, aura encircling us like a warm halo. Daniel, she whispered, do you choose me freely? I didn't hesitate. Yes. A single tear of silver light drifted from her eye. Then she leaned in. Not a kiss, not yet, but something deeper for her people. A gentle touch of foreheads. A binding of light. A Lasari vow. When she pulled back, her voice was barely a breath. Then I am yours and you are mine. And in that moment, surrounded by stars and silence, the truth finally settled. I had avoided her because she was too bright.
But she had seen me anyway.
And together we shined.